to another episode of Ginger Force Apocalypse, the podcast. I'm Britt Rochelle.
I'm Tiny Tato.
And I'm Muffin.
And we're back. We went on a little bit of a hiatus recently, but the Fappening is back. And
Fappening is happening.
Yes. And so we're just going to spend this episode catching up, seeing what everyone's been up to, and just getting all y'all caught up on the shenanigans and tomfoolery.
Shenanigans.
Who wants to go first?
Well, for respect, I would say ladies go first.
Nice. Well, I've been doing a lot more gaming, actually. And I took some summer... Well, I guess I'll start the summer classes, because that's the shorter one, but I decided to be a nerd and do summer school this semester, so...
Nerd.
Yeah. One of them was a Barbie and feminism in popular media course, too, so that was pretty fun. I got to watch the Barbie movie like 4 or 5 times and then write an essay on it. That was pretty cool.
Nice.
Did not do as well in the essay as I would have liked, but I argued the grade and still got an A, so... I'm a grade grubber to the extreme.
What was the grade before it got argued?
A B.
I demand this B be an A, but you're still it's an A!
I'm really adamant about maintaining a 4.0 GPA, man. I really want... I had a 4.02 in high school, because nerd. And I want to see if I can keep up a 4.0 in college. So far, so good.
I think I had a solid 2 graduating. I did fail a lot of classes because I didn't care.
Oh, that'd be...
So, I promise, I'm not stupid.
Are you?
Just lazy.
Very lazy.
Actually, I had a conversation about this with a dude I used to work with a long time ago. And he mentioned how his daughter was failing college. And I'm like, how? All you have to do is do the work and you'll pass with a C. Like, you don't have to do good on it. Just pass with a C.
To be fair, I was taking trigonometry in, college classes while I was in school.
Fair.
So at a certain point, I gave up and just...
But you'd think the high school ones will... easy, just slide on through and...
Yeah, that's why they put me
college.
In college classes.
Nice.
And I just refused to go to community college, so...
Oh, fair enough. Oh, did this get adjusted?
Yes, it did.
It was supposed to be higher.
Was it? Sorry, we usually have it on .2.
I tested the audio before this and had it set.
Oh, okay, well...
It's okay.
We'll turn it back up
It's okay.
then.
It's okay. It's fine! No.
Oh, he just saw that I looked a little quiet, so he adjusted it.
Fair enough. But anyways, moving on. The other one's just writing for health professions, so it's pretty much how to English and how to write in APA format, so easy A. But yeah.
You know how to type without looking at the keyboard too?
Yeah, I can actually. I'm not gonna lie, it's what I try not to be a dick about it, but I often fail. But man, one of my biggest pet peeves is the hunt and peck method. When people just... It drives me up a wall.
Yes.
I try to be a dick about it because to each their own, but oh my god. Anyways, I finally beat Snow Day.
Oh.
Yeah. I met up with... We went to this con. Tato will tell you all about it. We had a blast. But we went to this con up in Sandusky, and I ended up running into one of my old D&D buddies, and she really liked South Park like I do, so she was like, yeah, I bought Snow Day, I've played it. So the funny thing is, y'all knew I've been bitching about it for weeks, how I couldn't get past the Grand Wizard Cartman.
Mm-hmm.
Because the AI is shit. And I was on the normal difficulty. There's easy, normal, and hard. But I was on the normal difficulty, and I couldn't do it by myself. I added her on to my team. She had owned the game. I didn't realize. She'd only owned the game for 2 weeks and had barely played it. And with her assistance, we never had to restart a level. We just beast moded it and beat the game. That's how shit the AI is. So if you have a full group of 4, definitely go on the hard difficulty, or it's just not going to be, it's going to be like, yay. Definitely go on the harder difficulty is my recommendation.
I think I'll just buy the game on the Switch and set it on the hardest difficulty and see how long it'll take me to beat the game.
You're probably better at it than I was, but man, my back was hurting from carrying that fucking team until Artemis showed up. No, Artemis did great. Other than that, I did finally start playing Avatar: Frontiers of Pandora.
Oh.
Yeah, it's all right. It's definitely a game style I'm not used to. It's very open-ended, lots of side quests and collectibles and shit. I don't like the navigation because you're supposed to be able to track things like, oh, if I can track, say, this giant bullhead thing so I can get a stronger bow. Either I just don't know how to read it yet. I can admit there might be a learning curve there, but I spent like a good 45 minutes going in the wrong direction because I thought I was following the nav. And it was like, because the compass thing at the top has like a green line that's like, you need to go this way. You're this far from your objective. And it wasn't the objective that I tracked. So either I'm really dumb, which I can admit. I can admit maybe I'm big dumb and just was reading it wrong, or the nav system just sucks.
Or you clicked the wrong objective and it was taking you to that one.
I triple checked that objective, so I don't think it was that, but I still won't disqualify it as an option. I did also restart playing Tomb Raider. I almost beat it like 7 years ago or something, and then I think, yeah, I was when I was with my ex, and then he and I broke up, and I was on his Xbox, so yeah, I never finished that game. But now I got it again. Now I can play it. And yeah, that's pretty much that. Gaming, school, modeling, you know. The huge.
The adulting.
The adulting. Trying, man. Christ. Adulting sucks.
Yeah, it does. Well, like Britt mentioned, we went to the con. It was pretty awesome. I got to play Magic, and I used my new vampire deck. Won one, lost one, but I was so close. Almost there. And then I forgot there was another player also there. So as I was beating one person, the other person just took us both out. Not the most strategic move, in my opinion, on my part, but you know, learning curve.
It'd be like that.
We did get to see a cool panel about boobs.
Yes, there's a great boobs panel.
It was.
I mean, it was definitely exactly what it sounded like.
The first part was very enlightening. There was also some things that I will never. I don't know how to explain it.
We won't describe it on this channel, but without getting too graphic about it, all I'll say is I'm very gay. So the first part of the panel, I was like, oh, this is kind of steamy. And then at that part she's referencing, I'm like, and I'm cooled down.
I am scarred for life. I will never recover.
It was rough.
But then they closed it out with something good. So, you know, they saved it there.
Yay, hentai.
You can never go wrong with some hentai.
Exactly. You can tell with the first clip that they showed that that anime really referenced, you know, a lot of detail, a lot of physics, a lot of
Tentacles.
No
tentacles in this one. It was more about the boobs. All about boobs. They were ranking anime girls' boobs and titty physics and all the fun stuff.
It was
Tentacles is a different panel.
Magical, except for that one part. But we're not going to talk about that anymore.
No,
we're gonna skip past that.
We don't talk about Bruno.
I will ask about it after.
Yeah, we'll tell you about it after. We're just.
She screenshotted the title. We can show you if you want.
Oh yeah, we'll show you. Episode 1, man. Episode 1.
Sounds brutal. All right.
Anywho,
Look forward to that.
Well, after the con, I immediately fell sick. Had fever for like 3 days off and on, I'd say.
That's accurate. Lots of puddles of sweat, changing the sheets. Not in the fun way.
So it was your fault everybody got sick.
No,
I no.
It's a common con crud. It's like they call it, the colloquial term is the con crud, con flu. We all got sick. She just got it the worst.
Her fault.
No,
she got
one of our friends.
Patient 0 in the group.
Lies. One of our friends lost his sense of taste at the con. I believe he was the culprit.
COVID.
Yeah, pretty much.
The Rona. It comes for us all.
Anyway, not fun. And then immediately after recovering, I had dental surgery. I had my wisdom teeth yanked out of my face.
Oh yeah, she had a rough con because she was like trying to have a good time and she just kept complaining about like her jaw and everything, and I'm like, you poor soul.
See, now if you had somebody there that was willing to do it, you didn't have to go get surgery. We could have just lined you up and one good right hook, and you wouldn't have to worry about this whole side of your teeth.
Because you had dislocated her jaw.
No, because the teeth would be out.
And you would have dislocated her jaw.
Was still in the gums.
Oh, that's simple. You take needle nose pliers, an X-Acto knife, and just saw away and then pluck out.
We don't do back alley surgeries here on GFAP.
Well, if there's whiskey involved, it's fine.
You know what? It would have saved me a lot of money.
A lot of money, a lot of
Would it
swelling.
have?
And
I know how to sew.
I don't believe
It
that it
would've
would have
been
saved
fine.
time or money.
I feel like a proper hit to the jaw before the surgery, and I would have been disoriented enough to not remember.
Forget that. It would just choke you out. Be like, she's fine.
Just like Kyrie in Kingdom Hearts.
Be quiet.
Go to sleep. It's okay. It's gonna rip out your face. Oh,
You know what? Next time I need dental surgery, I know who to call.
Look, man, I've got a spoon and I've got a hammer. We're gonna do it the way my mom did it to me.
Please.
I'm gonna put the spoon right there at the gun line and chisel.
Don't tell me she actually did that.
Yes.
I thought you were joking.
No.
Why would she do that?
Because the wisdom tooth wouldn't come out.
So she took it
We
out
were
herself?
not on insurance at that time.
I don't have insurance either. That's why I said it would have saved me so much money.
We, strung the cheek back and just tink, 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 tink until it was loose. And then she gave me a Frozen Three Musketeers bar.
Oh, yeah. That
And
makes up
she
for
said,
it.
bite. Bit and yanked it right out.
That's one of the most good things I think I've ever heard. That's impressive. Oh my god.
It hurt.
I bet! Oh.
And I only got these two wisdom teeth. Yeah, I'm skipping over that. I'm not having more commentary on that. I had these two wisdom teeth removed because this one got yanked out already, but I was conscious at the dentist. And he said, wow, some people flinch and cry at that. And I'm like, I mean, I'm already numbed up anyway. Like, with the shots, it didn't seem like that big of a deal. But, oh my god. Okay, that's all.
Was this the same one that said, "My, you have a wet mouth"?
No, that was the little nurse lady who was that works with the dentist. She was trying to get my cast mold for my crowns, and she kept having to use the suction because I have a very wet mouth. Turns out.
Link in bio. I don't know.
$20.
Hit me up. $20
You get
is
a
$20.
vial of spit.
Oh, no, don't.
$20 is $20. I'll sell you my spit.
No, please. No.
Right in the
Open
tube.
wide, folks.
We just watched an episode.
You'll be the next Belle Delphine. Sell little jars of the tub water.
Yeah, we just watched an episode of Aqua Teen Hunger Force where they were all just collectively spitting into a baby pool, but it was because mucus men had taken over the earth and claimed Meatwad as their king. So very different context, but sorry, I just thought of it. The spitting.
Loogies. Is it making you uncomfortable? You're
I just
making
don't-
that uncomfortable
I
face.
just don't know what to say to that.
It's okay, wet mouth. One of these days you'll find something to say.
What now?
That is your new nickname. Wet mouth.
I like it. I'm not Tiny Tato anymore. I'm Wet Mouth.
Moist mouth.
Hashtag moist mouth.
It's Mount
Number one in
Vesuvius.
Number one. And we've been playing a lot of Remnant too. We've been doing some late night. We did an 8-hour Remnant binge the one night. It was awesome. We didn't get as far as we should have, but it's okay.
In 8 hours and you didn't get far?
I think she might be exaggerating a bit. I think the most we've played is 6 hours.
The actual time we were playing or sat at our PlayStation, I think was 9 hours, but there were snack breaks and potty breaks in between. I think it was 7 or 8 hours.
You know, a true gamer would just have a bottle of Mountain Dew.
And then drink the Mountain Dew and piss in it. I know the story.
Yeah.
I know the old ways.
But see, I'm spoiled, and my bedroom where my game setup is has a bathroom right there. So
perfect. You go to Harbor Freight or any tool shop, grab a funnel
Tube.
and an extra long silicone tube, set it in the toilet, and just...
No, I refuse to do that.
And then you're like, oh wait guys, I gotta go. And you just see it like crazy straw.
That's so awkward. I'm not, no.
All the swirls, and then you hear it in the back.
You know what? We need to get famous enough where our gamer chair is just a toilet in front of our
Yes.
computer.
No.
Behold the ceramic throne.
The throne on which I game.
Bear witness, it splashes.
You can bedazzle it. You can make it pink.
You can put it on wheels.
You can make it sparkly.
That's supposed to make me feel better, or convince me, but somehow it's not.
We'll put a
see
bidet
it.
in it.
But
Ah,
I
convinced.
I do like a bidet, but I realized that recently. I went to a friend's house and she had a bidet in her toilet, and I was like, I've never been to someone's house who had this. Oh, that's nice. It's cold.
It's supposed to be like lukewarm, so it's not uncomfortable.
It was very cold, but it worked.
But yeah, so Remnant.
Remnant.
I've been favoring the Summoners build lately. I love my good boy. He's a very good boy. I named him Bob the Biter, and boy, does he like biting. And then
Kinky.
he's a dog. Sicko.
no word at peanut butter. Anyway.
Get the creamy peanut butter.
Gotta do the ahego face.
I think the tongue has to be
more
out
like-
more.
It does, but I'm not. Yeah, I wasn't trying to do it for real.
$15.99 on OnlyFans.
Then the 99.
My
But-
page is free.
You gotta add in shipping and handling.
It's
you
got
know?
PPV.
Ah, yeah.
No, this is not a self-promotion. This is GFAP. Anyways,
But
also buy our OnlyFans. So go on.
I've been favoring a Summoners build. I also really like the Seed Callers. I named them Tim and Larry. They look like little monkey mothballs to me, and I don't care what you say. They're floating monkey mothballs.
I call them stabby bull weevils. They have sights. They go.
And they float.
I often try to
So
shoot.
fairies.
Monkey mothballs. And
keep
I
talking, I'm
also
just gonna
like
look it up
the
for you.
Iron Sentinels, because who doesn't like turrets? Who doesn't like turrets?
So I say that one doesn't seem to want to work.
It really
I
doesn't.
also prefer semi-automatic weapons, turns out.
Me too.
I've been favoring the Chicago typewriter recently. And yeah, I just love calling my little guys and beating stuff up.
Trying to find a picture of the actual dinger. That's like what the mod looks like, but there's a very good boy.
Why did you look up Remnant 2?
Oh, I don't know actually.
We've been playing Remnant from the Ashes.
It's the first one. I might just have to input game footage. It's not showing me what it is. And I don't remember what the boss is called. Anyways, we'll move on. It's a cool summon, actually.
It's a little fairy.
I just know the boss looks like a roly-poly tree monster.
Yeah, that tracks. Sorry. Probably don't need that for this episode.
Kind of looks like a tree mixed with a flame, and it rolls.
Yeah, that's accurate, and it goes underground too. So when you gotta watch when you're shooting at it, because you could waste ammo shooting at the ground.
Why would you shoot the ground?
Because it's underground.
But
So
once
you
it
wait for it to come
burrows.
out.
I know that's what I'm saying. It's a learning curve, okay? We're sorry, we're not all perfect gamers off the get, muffin.
I mean, that's just common sense. Like,
you can also tell if the health bar is going down or not.
I know.
I'm
I know.
I'm
Don't
just.
tell me you've never made a mistake like that.
I did make it multiple times. Not enough to comment about it. I'm sorry.
Oh,
But,
wow, okay.
No, my main mistake is dodging, and so I like my little fellows to go out and attack things because I'm not very good at dodging. I'm working on it, but I am still very bad at dodging. It's really awkward for me to dodge at attacks. It doesn't make sense, but it makes sense. It feels awkward, but I'm working on it. We did battle this one guy last night, the big rat guy with the shoulder pads with spikes on them.
Mhm.
That's in the underground, like cave portion. And I actually dodged him attacking me straight up, and I dodged some of his shockwaves. So I was pretty proud of myself. So the first time we beat that guy.
Yeah, he's a tough one. I hate the snow levels so much because they try to make it like really realistic. There's always like a lot of fog, so you can't hardly see shit. It's where the hunter's mark is really a good mod to have because their eyes turn red and then they can see enemies behind walls and shit. And actually, the most I'm not gonna lie, I kind of understand it, but the most upsetting thing I thought about last night was the first time we tried to beat it, the time when it killed us. The game had actually bugged, so we died the round before, but I still kept all my my armor, my loot, my weapons. I kept everything, which is awesome because I like this beam rifle. It's like a semi-automatic weapon that shoots a beam of lasers and it gives radiation damage on top of normal damage, and it's like my favorite weapon. Other than, yeah, that's like one of my favorite weapons. But my point is, I kept all that, and it was great. Then we do a round or two, and again, life's good, feeling good. Our challenge rating's like 10. Theirs is like 3. We have a ridiculous advantage, and we're like, all right, this is a boss we struggle with. It's gonna be fine. And I ended up going down because I missed time to dodge. So I was like, shit happens, whatever. She ended up going down because the game lagged.
And it kind of just, I dodged once, and then it just kept dodging, and it wouldn't stop. But as I was just rolling in the same spot, he just kept hitting me, and I died.
And then our other friend we were playing with was at full health, and his game bugged, and he got taken down in one hit. One hit does not take you down normally.
Plus, he was rolling at the time it got hit.
Yeah. So the game bugged in our favor, and then it said, hang on. No, bad, you gotta start over. Pretty much.
And so the game bugged again later in our runs last night, but this time to our advantage. We were fighting the Ravager. It's this big wolf creature, one of the world bosses. It kind of looks like a wolf and a spider mixed together, a bunch of eyes, limbs. It's awesome. And he was in the floor. He just got stuck, lagged in the floor, loading in after the cut screen. And so we cut that boss extremely easily. That was an easy win.
It was funny as hell, too, because, again, the friend we were playing with was like, all right, this is going to be really easy if the game bugs. Because when the game bugs, he is in the ground, and he doesn't move. So he doesn't attack. So it's literally like shooting fish in a barrel. But even funnier, I was like, so that cutscene's not loading, right? Like, the ground was not there. It didn't render correctly. So I'm like, this game, it's about to do the thing you just said, isn't it? And then it did, and we were like,
So you guys cheated.
We didn't cheat. The game cheated
itself.
For us.
You guys cheated.
We did not
That was
cheat.
a very difficult and well-deserved battle.
It bugged, and we worked very hard to kill that thing.
They cheated.
We didn't.
The game was just righting its wrong from earlier.
It was, because we had such a good advantage, and then it screwed us.
No, we didn't have such a good advantage. Britt had a good advantage. The rest of us didn't keep our stuff.
But you kept the challenge rating, right? No? Oh. I thought you kept the challenge
They
rating.
cheated.
No! We did not. We are not cheaters. Not here on GFAP.
No, the only thing that happened when the game bugged and you got to keep your stuff is I had a little extra money. Everything else was completely...
Fair enough.
Was completely what?
You heard me.
I don't think it...
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. Now it's all caught and recorded and
Oh, yeah.
acknowledged.
Exactly. So what's been up with you, Muffin?
Well, you two already know the biggest part of it all. I am a dad.
He's a daddy!
There's a baby Muffin.
There's a baby muffin!
There is a baby muffin.
It was in that oven for 9 months, and now baby Muffin is done.
She was yanked out.
The timer went ding, and then she got pulled out of the oven.
Yep.
Cut out of the oven.
She is a healthy baby girl.
She's so tiny.
So small.
She is very stubborn. Very stubborn.
Don't imagine where she could have gotten that from.
Not me. Definitely her mother.
That tracks.
Because Ashley is very stubborn.
What? Never would have guessed.
Not as stubborn as you are, to be honest.
Fair.
But aside from that, took a couple days off of work. And then went right back to it.
Fair.
Adulting.
Back on the grind.
I mean,
The grind don't stop for
when the
nothing.
company only gives you about 3 days.
That's so lame. Honestly, companies should give more maternity or paternity leave. They really should.
Yeah, and
Give you time to
they
bond
were
with the
like,
baby.
but you haven't been here for a whole year. So,
You know, in Europe, that wouldn't matter.
correct. Because in Europe, you get months off. Paid.
Yeah.
I got 3 days off, and that wasn't even paid, even though it said it was marked for payment.
Oh, yeah, I would contest that, dude.
Yeah,
Get your money.
there's already an ongoing,
Oh, good.
like,
Get your money.
investigation.
Yeah, get your money.
Working real hard at work. AC is still out.
Ooh.
And we are currently dealing with a heat wave.
Yeah.
So it got up to 111 degrees in the shop. And
you're working with mechanical things and
yes,
they
so we
produce
took about
heat.
an hour to just kind of sit up in the showroom because they have portable AC units up there right now.
Oh, nice.
And when we kept declining customers because, hey, we're taking a break, it's hot. Apparently somebody called HR or called corporate and was like, hey, they're refusing to work. And they're all just kind of sitting up here. Our regional manager called. Was like, why aren't you guys working? And I was already in a bad mood because it was hot.
Yeah.
It's like, well, fix the AC then.
Nice.
Yeah, I kind of expected as much when you started that.
He kept calling. Kept calling. It's like, who is that just hung up on me? I don't know. Because every time I'd answer it in a different tone of voice. Because he knows my voice if I answer it normally. So, eventually, he just called the store manager's cell phone. And was like, okay, first off, who keeps answering the phones? He's like, nobody. The phone's not even ringing.
You're such a liar.
And I'm just standing there. I'm like, yeah, I don't know what's going on. Nothing's working. The AC isn't working. We're not working because it's hot. And he's like, whoa. Why aren't you guys working? You should be working. Get the customers in and out. It's like, no. I'm not going to have my guys pass out. Thank you, though.
Yeah.
So we got a write-up for that. For not working in 111 degrees. Ain't it fun?
Yay, corporate America.
Haven't really got much gaming in.
No.
For obvious reasons.
Yeah, I've been a little busy with the baby.
But when I did get to game, I bought Final Shape for Destiny. It's the last DLC.
Okay.
And it is the end of a very long story.
Okay.
It started in 2014.
Wow. 10 years in the making.
It's very hard getting to the end of the story because there's a lot of stuff that like keeps replaying. People that were voice actors in the game or that are now dead.
Mm-hmm.
There's like memorial scenes for them. It's like all these like in memory of.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a lot of like I played it junior year of high school. So there's a lot of shit that happened in junior year of high school that's coming back and it's just like
Yeah.
it sucks.
Oh, it's
But-
not good memories.
No, not all of them. But like I've played it this long. I'm going to see through it to the end. And so far it's a really good story. And if you guys haven't played Destiny already, I would say start it.
Okay.
All right.
Start with 1. 1's very short.
Is it on Game Pass or how much is it?
Destiny 1 is probably about $20-$30. Destiny 2 is free,
Nice.
but the DLC is not. The
Fair.
DLC is the stories.
Fair enough.
So you can play like the beginning of it, like the intro cinematics,
Mm-hmm.
and then you got to pay for it.
Okay.
But G2A.
G2A. That's where I got the Another Crab's Treasure, which I still haven't gotten to play somehow, but
Beat it.
you beat it already?
I beat it in 2 days.
Nice.
We have another friend of ours who said she'd been working on it for hours and was struggling so hard
She was
that
struggle busting.
it was.
It's a Dark Souls game, but it is a lot of fun.
Souls like crab game.
I got through the first boss and I was like, man, after all these TikToks that I've seen, I expected this to be a lot harder.
Mm-hmm.
And then just sped through the rest of the game.
Fair enough.
Like a little crab demon.
Oh, yeah. You get the party hat thing and then you just,
It's a party hat. that?
Yeah.
Does he wear it? Is
Yeah.
it like...
Well, not like wear it as a hat. It's a shell.
Oh, cute!
And it has its special ability that you like do like a quick little flip move back, pull it off your back, and it explodes like a shotgun.
That's awesome.
And it does like an intense amount of damage.
Nice.
And like the way my crab is built, after every time I get a successful hit with it, it regens half of it. So then I just gotta swing once, and then I get the full thing back. So I just pop it again.
Nice.
So, like 3 swings, and whatever boss I'm fighting is dead.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't matter how much health it's got. Doesn't matter what his strength is. Dead, done, gone.
Solid.
It's a really fun game.
We'll have to look into it.
We really should.
Because we both already have it installed now, but
Yeah.
we just haven't got the time to play it since we've been binging Remnant.
Yep, Remnant, and yeah, I'm actually planning. We're talking with our people are calling each other. we're gonna be adding in some more game streams coming up this summer, so I'm real excited about that. Now that I think about it, for my Saturday morning stream, I might do another Crab's Treasure. I want to add in a Sunday morning stream, but we'll see how it goes. Obviously, pay attention to my Twitch, and you'll see the updated stream schedule. But I'm excited to get back to our co-op streaming on Thursdays. That's good.
I am too.
I wanna play Helldivers more. I like it. It's fun. I want to be patriotic.
I want to see how much better we play now that we have been binging Remnant. And so maybe you won't have to keep reviving us as much.
Remnant is more of a Souls-like game.
Mm-hmm.
Baseline, like Souls-like Dark.
The challenge, or at least the challenge.
Gears of War.
Right.
So I don't know how well that's going to translate over to Helldivers, which is straight Gears of War RPG.
You'd be surprised how the skills will
I
transfer.
just mean like strategies and being able to actually, dodge and
adaptability,
hide
that kind of thing.
It's okay. Even
moving
if you do,
while I attack, things
the revival
like that.
stratagem, I've nailed it down.
Oh,
So
yeah,
the
you
moment
have.
I hear anybody
Frickin'
die, immediately there's a ball going out.
Done.
Yeah.
Because I will hold the controller, and as I do that, both fingers are on the D-pad, and it's gone.
Dude, actually, I had my friend bring up the Xbox controller so that I could play with that. 'Cause for one, I play better with a controller, I think, than with a keyboard and mouse. But also, the last time I played, there were a lot of moments, I don't know if y'all noticed, but I was like standing still and not doing anything. It was because my keyboard died. It wasn't because I myself was dicking around, it's because the keyboard died.
Why are we using wireless keyboards?
It's a very good question. I wasn't playing in my normal setup, but
Gaming keyboards are always wired for that exact reason.
it's true. It was awful, but I like controllers better anyways. So I just have an Xbox controller now that I could plug in my PC.
I've got plenty of extra controllers too. So if you guys always need a controller,
I mean, I'll try it with the controller, but I also want to get better at actually being able to use the keyboard to play games again.
No, that makes sense.
I feel like the only time you should have to use a keyboard and mouse is if the game doesn't allow controller support.
Hot
Does
takes
WoW
here on GFAP.
do controller support?
I don't know how you... I'm sure there's a way it could. I actually don't know if it has controller support, but that is one of those games I would prefer the keyboard and mouse.
It's not official, but you can. You have to have a controller with the 3 buttons on the bottom. That way you can set it up for special combos.
Like macros and all that, but... I don't know, again, I like the setup. I like, there's a mod that I have that has... I can move... Is it a mod? No, it's just something you can do, actually. You can, like, move around your bars and toggle them so that they're kind of on your screen differently. And I don't know. I like it better. I couldn't imagine trying to macro that shit on, like, a PS5 or an Xbox controller. I mean, I'm sure there's a way, but I've got a mouse with, like, 12 buttons on the side, so that's the kind of shit I like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would work, too.
Yeah.
You can also get the that backwards hand keyboard.
The what now?
I'm gonna look that up.
It literally just looks like a hand that's doing this. So your hand rests inside of it, and the way you flick your fingers, it does something differently.
That sounds weird. I'm just gonna
It's a
say.
gaming hand keyboard.
Oh, come on. It just doesn't like me today. Okay, no, I just need to click it.
Good luck, because...
I had to activate it.
Scroll down.
I'm probably just put it in wrong.
Well, he said put in gaming.
Gaming hand keyboard.
It's not showing us the thing I think you want to show us.
Hand-shaped?
I might want a space in there. We don't throw technology.
There it is. 26 programmable keys. It is shaped like your hand, so you literally just rest it on top of it. It's got joysticks.
I feel like I would get it if I was extremely lonely, which, I'm not that far away.
Okay, but this is also not the one that I'm talking about, because it's $209. The one I saw was like $65.
That's a lot better, but that looks weird. I was gonna say it.
Just look at the similar
I've seen
ones.
like 3 people have it, and it's crazy because they would have it like in your South Park, where they made fun of the raid guy on WoW, where he had the keyboard and the mouse up on his chest.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had the hand up there, and he was just like this the whole time.
The man who has no life.
Yeah. I mean, it's a cool thing.
It's a cool concept.
I personally would never buy that.
Me either. No, thank you.
I feel like I would do it just for like the trying it, just to see if it was worth it.
Yeah.
Hey guys, here's my unboxing of the hand.
The hand.
It's useless.
The hand that plays.
Just put your hand in it. Now I have some comfort.
No.
Now I have a friend.
Now I have a friend.
Who needs to hold people's hands when you can game and hold someone's hand? Something's hand. A hand.
It's like you take it out in public.
Just.
Why do you have a USB hanging up there? Oh, my girlfriend,
It's just my girlfriend.
Just go to a restaurant, plop it down the table.
No, you got to spin it around so you just, hold it.
Yeah, of course.
Don't worry, she's running a little late.
Christ.
She'll be here soon, I swear.
Any minute now. Any minute now.
VR gaming is definitely a little different though, with a baby.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
How so?
Every like 20 minutes, headsets off.
Makes sense.
What's going on? Headsets back on.
That's adorable.
And then, having to like turn everything down, have the headset off my head.
Yeah, so you can hear out if the baby starts crying or cooing or something.
She's not cooing yet.
Not yet?
Just a full-on scream.
Nice.
Like, purple face scream.
Well, obviously you're not getting to what she needs fast enough, Dad. Come on, pick up the pace.
Yes, laying her down. That's a terrible thing for us to do.
It's the worst. I can't believe you do that. Try to lay her down for a nap.
I mean, we
She
just
obviously
moved
wants
her
to be
her
awake.
crib like 2 days ago.
She obviously wants to be awake. Like, come on, man.
Well, she's gonna have to sleep. She's gonna have to learn to sleep.
Eventually,
'Cause with Mom, it's gonna be her favorite thing to do. Just nap.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the screaming will exhaust her eventually, right?
Yeah.
Or just have her keep screaming until she passes out.
That's what I mean. It'll exhaust her eventually.
Yeah.
I don't think the exhaustion and like no oxygen is in the same.
I am impressed. We joked all the time about how once Ellie was removed, she was just going to come out the womb like stank face and everything, like because your wife's faces are legendarily just not subtle, and that almost came to fruition when y'all came over for D&D last week. It was so cute because like I was holding her for a little bit, just doing like the thing, and she was playing with her face and making all these like expressions, and I swear to God, I almost saw her upper lip curl up like this.
Oh yeah, she does it all the time.
Yeah.
All the time.
She looks angry most of the time. Like, why am I here? Who are these people? What are you doing to me? Oh my goodness, I'm being moved again. It's adorable. And she's got these tiny little fingers, and she's just like, her fingies are so little.
She definitely has my hands and feet, but everything else is Ash. That's it.
Yeah.
Because, like, she's pointing it out. Feet are literally carbon copy.
But tiny.
And when, we were putting our hands up,
mm-hmm.
like, Ellie was, like, full-on gang signing, flexing at me one night. And I was like, you've got my hand.
Aww.
And then she full-on just went, bah! Right in my face.
Last
like,
time
that was rude.
That's wonderful.
Last time I held his little bundle of joy, she threw up in my arms. It was wonderful.
You deserved it.
It's okay. She too.
What did I do?
You were cosplaying Sid from Toy Story.
this is a wig. I have my hair shaved underneath this, and I was wearing a black t-shirt and a black hoodie.
And her face was still very swollen from surgery.
It
So
was
she
very...
full
So
on
it
looked
was
like Sid.
She was a little chubby, but
She went full chipmunk there for a little bit. That's okay, because you're an adorable little chipmunk.
It's okay. We're still gonna make fun of you for it. You're just gonna have to accept it. This is part of the show.
This is me accepting it.
It'd be like that sometimes. It'd be like that. I guess I decided to foray back into old hobbies. I'm excited to start crocheting again, getting back on my dice bag game. Gonna try my hand at a blanket, normal everyday grandma stuff. But also I was perusing the PS Plus catalog, and they have Rocksmith Plus. And I've got a guitar out in the garage that I've never learned, well, very barely learned how to play. I learned a couple riffs in high school, and then, I don't know, life happened, and I just abandoned it. But I just ordered, there's a special cord you have to order to connect the electric guitar to the PlayStation. But I've decided I'm going to learn how to play the damn thing.
You should learn how to play Stairway to Heaven.
Yeah, guitar shops love that.
The Forbidden Frets.
Look
them all up.
The Forbidden Frets.
Yep.
What is the reason behind that? I know it's a big joke, especially in Wayne's.
Copyrights.
Oh, copyrights. Well, I mean, most rock songs are the same 4 chords anyways, so.
Well, yeah, but it's also a lot of the times, because I have people that work in guitar centers up in Illinois.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, we kick people out all the time. Yeah, well, why? Well, for one, they suck. 2, they can't play it correctly, so, they just lose privileges.
Right.
And 3, we're told just to yank the guitar from them.
Wow.
Because if, corporate has the audio recording of somebody else playing it, and it gets released somehow, that's copyright for the corporate, and then corporate get in trouble. And
that's so
fines.
weird. Like, that's so oddly specific. Like, can you play other songs to practice with, or are you supposed to just, like, strum the strings individually?
You can't do, like, any of those songs. Like, the Forbidden Frets, you can't touch at all. No
Okay.
Stairway to Heaven, no, I think there's, like, 2 AC/DC songs you can't play. I would have to look it up, but there's, like, 9 songs.
I'll look it up while we're chatting to see if I can find it. Song list, S frets, Forbidden Riffs, 21 songs banned in guitar stores.
They've upped it.
Let's see what we got here. Yeah, there's a Wayne's World joke. There's Stairway to Heaven. Smoke on the Water. What? That's a good one. Sweet Child of Mine. That makes sense. That's I actually want to learn how to play that. It's a cool song.
House of the Crisis.
You need to do Raining Blood.
Who sings that one?
Slayer.
Oh, it's Slayer. Okay, I obviously don't listen to a lot of Slayer. I acknowledge their.
Enter Sandman.
Oh, that's
What is wrong with you people?
on. Sweet Home Alabama.
Nah, no one really likes it.
Though that is the song I've been recommended to learn how to play first, because the way the riffs are, I guess it sets you up for learning a lot of different types of riffs.
It does.
So, Back in Black.
But if you're going to be playing Sweet Home Alabama, you might as well be playing it on the Guitar Hero guitar that you got on the wall.
I do like Guitar Hero.
I'm going to bring my my USB guitar, because I have that laptop now, and I have Clone Hero on it. So, we're going to be playing it one day.
Yes.
While we're all vibing.
All right.
Crazy Train, come on. What? Blackbird by the Beatles, Wonderwall by Oasis. So anyways, here's Wonderwall.
Metallica, I would full on agree with.
The Nothing Else Matters, yeah. And Everlong by the Foo Fighters.
I was thinking more of one. One is hard to play on Guitar Hero alone, so like, you're trying desperately to play it in Guitar Center.
Mm-hmm.
You're almost guaranteed to fail. Especially if you're like, oh, I'm only on lesson 3 on YouTube University.
YouTube University. Oh, what was I was thinking of a thing. The thing I was thinking of. Oh, yeah. The Fire and Flames was notably not on that list, but that makes sense. Cause
I love Through the Fire and the Flames.
No, it's a great song, but like, dude, who's playing that in a guitar shop?
I played it once.
You did?
Yes. And that was like when I was religiously playing Guitar Hero.
That's
It was so fun, and then the guy was like, stop. Please stop.
Oh my god.
You're gonna break the guitar. Because I was full on like strumming.
Thrashing sounds like what you were doing.
And the guy was like, dude, it's great. You need to practice a little more, but like, please stop. So we went up front. Dad was paying for his drum set. We were leaving. And I was like, I'll be back. I gotta finish that solo. And I never went back.
Oh,
Ever.
damn.
But the threat was still there.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the Guitar Center's closed now, but...
Oh, I was gonna say you should waltz back up in there, what, like 10, 15
Dude.
years later? Be like,
At this
I'm
point-
back to finish the solo.
At this point, I think it's 12 years.
Okay.
So,
Oh, too far off.
12, 13, somewhere around there.
Solid.
Imagine if it was still open, it was the same person working there.
Some old guy.
Right?
Hey, man, I remember you.
You gonna finish that solo or not?
Be like, I don't know, man. I'm pretty slow now.
Speaking of hobbies, I've started learning German,
Yay!
and I've been,
Wir sprechen Deutsch.
I'm only on the first lesson, okay?
It's like Dutch.
No, that's I was saying we're speaking German, or we'll speak. I don't know how to do the future tense yet. I'm pretty bad at keeping up on Duolingo, but I'll get better.
Spanish or vanish, Duolingo.
Spanish, it's accurate.
I just love that threatening bird. He's gonna, keep me in line.
He really is.
You're gonna learn Spanish.
No, we're gonna learn German first.
The whole memes was about Spanish.
Well, yeah, that's
It's
because it's
several memes.
Because it was finish lesson 3, or you'll never see your family.
Yeah, we're gonna speak German so good.
So I should roll up on my
Wirklich
Rosetta
gut.
Stone.
Wirklich gut.
Sure.
That's really good, I think. Apologies if I got that wrong, but I was trying to say really
If
good.
she got it wrong, like, dislike bomb the hell out of it.
No! No, Dad, this is a...
Or just find her page and DM her directly. Be like, look, man, your German sucks.
Keep up
And
on
then
your
roast
Duolingo.
the shit out of her.
Mein Deutsch ist nicht gut.
Roast the shit out of her. Tell her to watch some, like, Oktoberfest or something like that. Beer Fest.
Watch some October... Oh, yeah, those are movies, aren't they? Brain fart.
I've also been getting more into reading. I finished the book that I was reading, Scythe, and it was pretty awesome. And now I am reading Star Trek The Captain's Table, and I am really enjoying it. It's very action-packed, and it's good.
It seems really good.
Is there titties in it?
There's no titties so far.
Well,
Just-
how good can it be?
There might be space titties one day. You don't know. You gotta read the book to find out.
So far, it's just been reptilian alien pirates.
And there's no titties on the reptilian aliens?
No.
Boring.
Just kind of big teeth and
Boring.
tails, scales,
No,
and
boring.
claws.
No, what you gotta do is you gotta tell him there might be titties, so he reads the whole series and then throws the book going, there were no titties in this! But you read the whole
joke's
thing.
on you. I don't read.
He could also just look up Star Trek titties.
Yeah.
Let's look up some Star Trek titties!
God damn it. Careful, Munchie. Breast! Sorry.
My
Marie-
mouse doesn't work, so we'll just go back to that.
Marina Sirtis, she was supposed to have 4 breasts. Love that was like the second search result. I started rereading Howl's Moving Castle. Now I say rereading because I read the first half of it like 2 or 3 years ago, and then the book went missing because my friend ended up yoinking it, going, "Hey, I'd like to read this book," and didn't realize I was reading it. So I restarted it, and then I'll finish it.
Isn't that a Studio Ghibli?
Yes, and the book is actually the book by Diana Wynne Jones inspired the movie.
Yep.
Which one?
They have.
Howl's Moving Castle.
Oh, I mentioned Studio Ghibli, and you're like, it referenced the movie or like influenced the movie.
Yeah.
Yes,
Howl's
the book Howl's Moving Castle.
Like, man,
Was it-
I've only watched Spirited Away.
I still haven't seen that all the way through.
You haven't
I
even
need
watched
to.
Ponyo yet?
No, I have seen Ponyo. I lied.
Ponyo's
Ponyo's
Sorry.
cute as fuck. I love
I watched
Ponyo.
Ponyo when I was a
I
kid
love
and sobbed.
Ponyo.
Wait, what'd you say?
I said I watched Ponyo as a kid and sobbed. Couldn't remember why.
Aw.
Well, it's heart touching, you know.
It's really sweet, sweet
A fish
film.
wanting to be a person, and friendship and all that jazz. And the mother was strangely very cool with the whole
She's
situation.
aggressively cool with it. Like, you just got a little fish girlfriend that's
It's like-
living with us now? Okay, sure, let's get her a plate.
It's like, hey, oh, you found a goldfish? Nice, take care of her. Oh, your goldfish turned into a little girl? Well, I mean, I can't leave her on the street. Put her in the house.
Put her in the skillet.
Oh, she's magic? Ah, I'm cool with that too.
Yeah.
Back off, you spooky
Then she had like
bitch.
a whole hour.
Obvious.
Then she had like hour conversation with, you know, the goddess of the ocean, Ponyo's mother, just casually.
Hella cash.
So how much acid was in the making of this film?
I don't know. You're gonna have to ask the
It's-
directors.
Yeah, you gotta ask Hayao Miyazaki.
But anyway, what I was getting to is the book is a lot different than the movie. It's got like similar plot lines, similar characters, but the movie was definitely just inspired. It's not like a straight up recreation.
Yeah.
Nice.
I can appreciate that. There's obviously a lot of elements that they put into the movie that are straight from the book, but the story does progress a bit differently. And there, like she said, there's a lot of elements that they just didn't put in. But I actually don't mind that in an adaptation. I think it's okay as long as you keep the spirit of it. Because one of my favorite movies that's an adaptation is The Crow. And if you see The Crow from '94 and then read the original graphic novel by James O'Barr, they are, like, the characters are pretty similar. Or the characters are, yeah, I'm just going to say they're pretty similar. But story-wise, there's, like, nothing in common. But the spirit of the story is there. And in general, they do a really good job aesthetically. And the plot progresses well. It's a great movie, so... I can't complain. I won't complain. I refuse.
She complained. Plot twist.
Also Watchmen, but that's a different that's a different episode. I could go on forever about that.
That reminds me of the Star Trek books, actually, because if you've ever seen Star Trek, you know Spock is half Vulcan, and he likes
He's
to
only
tell...
half Vulcan? I didn't know that.
Yeah,
The
it says
more
his
you
mother
know.
was a human.
Oh, see, I haven't watched a lot of like hardly any original Trek, so I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Well,
so
you know.
Spock's half Vulcan, and he likes to tell people that, you know, Vulcans can't lie. They don't have emotions. And in the books, it goes, oh, no, that's illogical. Spock can't lie. Spock lied.
Yeah.
Like, he literally...
It is written like that. Like
No, Vulcans can't lie.
Spock lied. It's pretty humorous. I really ought to read this.
It's got to be nerd humor. I don't understand it.
Well,
Well,
the joke is that he's saying that he can't lie, but by saying that, he's lying.
He's also very sassy in the show and in the books. At one point in the book I'm reading now, it just states, Spock puts his hands behind his back to get ready for full lecture mode.
Nice.
So he stands at attention to get lectured?
No,
To
to lecture.
give lectures.
Oh,
You know,
interesting. Nerds.
It's true. Actually, I like you're sitting here explaining this. I'm like, wow, I really should read these books and watch more of the show. And Muffin's over there like, nerds.
I'm a proud nerd, thank you. The books
Same.
are really good, and the reptilian pirates
Titties.
need to get what's coming to them. Because the story goes back between each chapter. It goes between Kirk and Sulu, and they have two different stories about this same race of reptilian. Why are you looking at me like that?
You're just
Reptilian
very
pirates.
like passionate about this,
she's
so I'm
excited.
just paying
I-
attention.
Really? Because you look at me like.
No, I'm just paying attention.
And it goes back and forth between the two different stories of these reptilian alien pirates, and they're the same race, but it's like Kirk's story is back when Sulu was still on his team, and then Sulu's story is his first mission as a captain himself, and so it just keeps flopping back and forth, and both of them are very action-packed, and they always leave on cliffhangers, and it's awesome, okay?
It sounds awesome. I'll have to read it when you're done. Oh, we can just like trade books.
You guys can just tell me what happens.
It'll be
'cause
great.
I don't plan to read.
You don't want to you don't want to join a Star Trek book club that I just came up with right now?
No,
Oh.
sorry.
Lame.
I'll
Well-
go back to playing games.
Well, also, the story always gets, like, I always told you it came off as a cliffhanger. At one point, the story gets interrupted because one of the Gorn captains, which is also reptilian alien, thought he was talking about his race and calling them incompetent, and started a pretty much a tavern fistfight with Kirk, and it was hilarious.
The
It was a
Cantina
little
bar
side of
scene. Careful. Don't want to get it canceled.
Oh yeah, I actually had to edit our GFAP PSA that I put out because I put in that game footage of me crying during Kingdom Hearts, and
You got
they
muted.
no, actually, OFTV doesn't really mute things. They just send it back saying we can't publish this because there's copyrighted music in it.
And then they'll give you like the timestamp usually.
Yeah, so I just cut it out and replaced it with something else. But I was like, I kept the crying obviously, but I was like, really, I can't play 10 seconds of Simple and Clean.
You also, didn't they also take that sound off of TikTok though?
TikTok's
pretty
sound
sure they
library
did.
is
No.
Oh yeah,
chopped
And-
40% now.
I
Yeah,
know.
it's yeah.
I had 300 drafts saved, and now every time I go to get one of my drafts, like 1 out of 5 of them, oh, the sound's been removed. Would you like to choose a different sound? Oh, you were lip singing to that sound, and now your lips are moving to nothing. That's not my problem.
See,
If you do it on TikTok Studio, you can link a link to an MP3, and then you could just line it up.
well, see, the most annoying thing that I came
I'll have
about,
to ask you how to do that.
yeah, but
I got you, champ.
Thank you.
But I had actually a pretty popular TikTok, a WoW one. It got like 1,000 views or something, and it was the song that I played over it was "Ride of the Valkyrie," which I don't know if y'all know this, but it's in the public domain,
Mhm.
so
So
it's fair use.
Yeah.
And they muted it for copyright.
Dispute it.
I did. TikTok sucks at disputes.
Oh, they really do. I had a video that they took down for violence, and it was a prop. It's literally a Lego gun. You just plop the pieces together, which I put in the caption. Prop. I don't know.
Did you put the giant bold cartoonish font
I did after.
over the whole video for 2 seconds that said prop?
No, later, if I ever posted that cosplay again, I just put prop over the prop. I just micromanaged wherever I moved it, and I ended up just not using a lot of the clips I had made for that character because I disputed it, and they still have not got back to me. It's been 2 years.
Yeah. They're customer
I
service.
don't-
Hello, customer service. I have a issue with this video.
They're like
Waiting on dispute again.
I feel like
Well, also, for a while, I couldn't look at my balance for my monetization, which it's pretty bad on TikTok anyway, but they're getting better at it. They're trying.
You guys are getting
Ish.
paid?
I got paid 1 cent every 1,000 views something would get before they stopped the
You're getting over 200? I only get 200 views.
it'll be okay, Muffin.
No,
We'll work on it.
if the video I get about 200 views on most of my videos, but some of them get more, and those are the only videos that would qualify for the 1 cent. Except for that was before they stopped the short form creation, so now only videos that are over a minute long can even qualify to get money.
Yeah.
They have other routes of monetization now, but it's still not the best. But that was a side because I tried to get into my balance to see if I had made, these couple cents over these months and years that I've been working on TikTok, and I couldn't. And so they had to verify my account information, and I kept having to contact customer service because it took months for them to verify the information.
That's like I grabbed this cow to demonstrate. Here's how I imagine TikTok customer service works. I have an issue. No, you don't.
What issue? I don't see one.
I don't see an issue.
That-
Do you see an issue?
It's 100% how it works. Usually they just ghost you.
Yeah.
One inbox, out the other.
What? You emailed us? Never saw it. We don't even have an email. What are you talking about?
But I have timestamps of me sending you an email. Oh, what's a timestamp?
What's a timestamp?
I saw it with my own eyes. What are eyes?
What are?
What are beings?
I think that's a good place to wrap up. We've been up to a lot, it seems like.
Oh, there is one thing we forgot.
Oh, what did we forget?
We do have something,
That's a fancy looking mug there.
It's almost like we all have one.
What?
And you guys should have one too.
We got mugs. Oh, and that's a beautiful piece of jewelry you're wearing too.
Oh, and what is this?
Is this a hoodie?
We have GFAP merch.
There's necklaces too?
Yeah.
Oh,
Ain't that cute?
nice.
We were also wearing them during game night Sunday.
I did not realize.
It's okay.
Then again, I had other things occupying me.
Yeah, you're kind of fixated on...
Not falling asleep? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, fair. I was saying your child, but that's fair too.
Muffin's bedtime, other than gaming, is like 9 o'clock, and his eyes start slowly closing the doors.
And somehow it's a joke to everybody here.
Well,
But at 9 o'clock, they're like, "Oh shit, Josh is falling asleep."
Yeah.
Well, that's
Get
how
good,
we
Scrub
that's
Lord.
how we know what time it is when your eyelids start to droop and you're like trying to keep yourself awake. We're like, 9 o'clock's hit.
9:30. 9.
Actually, I was proud of you for making it to 9:30 last week.
Because 9:29, the other guy was like, "Oh, I'm falling asleep. What time is it?" I'm just like, 9:29. I set my phone right back down.
That'll do us for this episode of Ginger Force Apocalypse. If you have any questions, comments, or just things you want to say about the fappenings that have been happening, or if you're just really excited to see us back in action, hit us up on our GFAP socials. I also have my own socials, Britt Rochelle or Britt Rochelle 18. They're all right here somewhere. The link will be there.
I'm Tiny Tato. You can find me on YouTube as Cosplaying Potato or on TikTok and Instagram at Tiny and Adorable.
And then all of my links are at linktree/muffinsincere. Everything is updated, so all of the new links work now.
Yep. And the GFAP merch, if you want to get your own, that's also in the GFAP link tree. So just check us out. Rep the fappening, you know.
And those hoodies are soft, so, you know.
So comfy. I like them a lot. Well, until next time, this has been Ginger Force Apocalypse, the podcast. And we'll see you next time.
Fappening is happening.
Catch you later, fappers.
The games that shaped us.
See that? That there's a mistake. A mistake that I made because I'm freaking dumb. Alright. Yeah, I don't even have a good excuse for this. Like, the closest thing I have to an excuse is that I was sick during the making of this video.